He felt at best like an empty showroom after undressing for the third time that morning. Every morning as a ritual, he would grab a fresh matchbook from his nightstand after getting dressed, and for every regret, every mistake, every indecision, he would light a match. If he ran out of matches by the end of his bartending shift that night, he was not allowed a shift-ending cigarette. As an atheist with a firm belief of secular self-regulation, this was one of the pillars of his personality that he raised high the day his fourth and favorite stepfather died. He lived above a laundromat, and the heat to his vents above was rerouted directly from the dryers below, so the landlord could cut corners on the heating bills. This left his loft smelling of an amalgamation of dryer sheets, a small luxury of comfort that his nose has since fallen deaf to due to years of oversaturation. This morning, however, 3 matches into his book, the smell of sulfur while standing pantsless has left him feeling like an empty showroom and a little nauseous. I'm on my way, of course. I'm not going to miss this. I wouldn't miss it for anything. He hung up the phone on his sister and stared once again into his closet. How does one dress for an online door delivery pajama app launch party? Too casual and they won't think you're taking your new brother-in-law's investment seriously. Too formal, everybody's in their pajamas, and I'll look like an idiot. I sleep naked were the first words out of his mouth when he was introduced to his brother-in-law. His sister had introduced them with, "This is Peter, we're seeing each other, and he's going to try to sell you pajamas." "I sleep naked," he said. As the only atheist in the family, his sober attempts at straying from the use of the word believe as hyperbole in mediocre situations sometimes faltered. "Oh, come on, are you really going to tell me you don't believe in pajamas?" his future brother-in-law replied. "Sorry, Peter. I believe in a lot of things, just not God and pajamas." That was when he knew 4 whiskeys at Thanksgiving were one too many. This was his chance to make it up to his sister and to Peter. Not long after the 4th match struck did it all hit him. An advance on his patience had finally come in. The smell of sulfur and dryer sheets had reminded him of the smell of whiteout, to which he found a bottle of in the second drawer of his desk. Rooting around in the back of his closet, he found an old black sweatshirt that he hadn't thought about for years. Never truthfully considering himself a true artist of any sort, he will tell you the whiteout dried up so quickly that morning due to his heavy breath upon it. While he painted the tailored white lines that composed the outline of a tuxedo onto his raggy black sweatshirt, he smiled and thought about the definition of compromise and considered agnosticism.